The season of Advent is a combination of remembrance and anticipation. The first two Sundays invite us to look forward, to hope for the second coming of Christ. It's a reminder that Christ will come again. Whereas the next two Sundays, the third and fourth Sunday, help us to look backwards, to get back to the first coming of Christ, the days when He was born, the day when salvation touched this earth. And especially as we are in the third Sunday of Advent, it's known as the Gaudete Sunday, a Sunday to be more and more joyful. A sad Christian is contradiction in terms, and happy Christian is a repetition of terms, because by the very nature, Christian means a joyful person, always filled with joy, because the joy of Christ is still living in us. Today's second reading, the letter to the Philippians, it's St. Paul saying us to all the Christians that we need to rejoice. We need to put all our anxiety away, because the joy of the Lord is in our hearts. Secondly, we hear in the first reading from the book of Zephaniah that the people of Israel are called to rejoice in the Lord, because Lord is a fighting warrior for these people of Israel. And in the Gospel, we hear people come to John the Baptist asking, "What shall we do?" And John the Baptizer is just guiding them to calling them for repentance. Repentance is not a sorrowful thing. Repentance should be a joyful thing, because as a child is going to its parent, it's indeed a joyful event. So too for us, we are going to a heavenly parent. Going back to God is a joyful thing. And therefore, as God is holy, we need to be holy. God is not a serious God, but our God is a joyful God. Because our God is joyful, we need to rejoice. And that's why we sing, "Rejoice in the Lord always," and I again say, rejoice. As Christians, it's our duty to be joyful, because we could be the Bible which other people would read. The moment we are joyful, indeed, the joy of Christ is reflected in and through our lives. May God help us in this regard as we journey in our Advent season.